U.S. President Donald Trump warned North Korea should not make any more threats or
they will be met with fire and fury.
But North Korea has made more threats. The state news agency distributed this video of a mass protest in Pyongyang against the latest round of UN sanctions on North Korean exports. And in a statement, the commander of the North Korean Military Strategic Force called Donald Trump's fire and fury comments nonsense. He said the president failed to grasp the grave situation and that sound dialogue is not possible with such a guy bereft of reason, and only absolute force can work on him. He outlined detailed plans to be finalized in days for the simultaneous launch of 4 Hwasong-12 intermediate-range ballistic missiles into waters just off the U.S. territory of Guam.
Any type of attack would not be successful, and yet at the same time, an attack on the Marianas, an attack on Guam, would be considered an attack on the United States and would be met with overwhelming force.
The North Korean plan would see the missiles flying over the Japanese mainland. That hasn't happened since 1998.
Our government has been preparing for various possible situations that may call for the evacuation or protection of our citizens.
Secretary Suga says the Japanese government supports Trump's assertion that all options are on the table.
If North Korea were to carry out its plan, the options for a U.S. response would range from allowing the missile launches to go ahead to attempting to intercept them using the THAAD missile defense system on Guam, or even a preemptive strike against the launch sites in North Korea. Analysts say that last option would likely prompt the North Koreans to respond with artillery attacks against this city, Seoul, home to 10 million people.
The South Korean National Security Council held an emergency meeting, and the Joint Chiefs of Staff issued this warning.
If North Korea conducts provocation in defiance of our military's grave warning, it will confront the strong and firm response of our military and the U.S.-South Korea alliance.
And there was this reassurance from the U.S. Secretary of State.
I think Americans should sleep well at night. I have no concerns about this particular rhetoric of the last few days. I think the president, again, as commander-in-chief, I think he felt it necessary to issue a very strong statement directly to North Korea.
It's clear North Korea heard the message. What happens next is what is keeping many up at night. Kathy Novak, Al Jazeera, Seoul.